Right.
In the stadium. First up, the teams are going head to head in control.
So, let's try to exploit Stadium and earn crazy amounts of cash by building not to win the game, but by building to get the most number of eliminations and assists that we can possibly get. Then the way that we're going to play the game is to try and get the most eliminations and assists that we can. So that means that I'm not going to be healing players because they need health. Although obviously if we're trying to get loads and loads of cash, we want to put out heal and damage. So we will kind of be healing players who need healing. But we just want to make sure that we've got healing on everybody, damage on everybody, debuffs on everybody. And that's it. And we're hoping to get a crazy amount of eliminations, a crazy amount of assists, and hopefully a load of cash because of that. So, let's see how this works out.
How's it going? Fixing my sights over here.
So, in round one, we've got a choice to make. Cross Orbal will heal and damage, right? So that's going to be really good, but it's only going to be active while an orb is active. Precarious Potency is going to heal them for 5 seconds, which is why we pick it, right? Because I'm not entirely sure of the criteria of what will give you an assist. But if we're providing healing for 5 seconds, then there's going to be a window probably afterwards. Well, it's an additional 5 seconds, right? So there's going to be a window after which you'll still get an assist. So if we can just apply Precarious Potency to everybody, any kill that somebody gets on our team, we should hopefully get an assist. That's the plan. The items don't really matter. We got, well, it doesn't matter. Like, this is not a build you should be going. This is an experiment. So, yeah, we're trying to apply Precarious Potency on everybody. Can't really get the player up the top there. We also want to fire damage orbs, ideally, so that we can try and get eliminations. In this case, we're trying to save the Rhine. Fire damage orbs, get some assists. Oh, these people might get kills. We've got 5 assists right now, and we've killed 5 of the enemy team, so... We didn't get 5 eliminations, though, so it's not completely optimal. Can you get both? Oh, I don't know. I think... Whatever, you know what I mean. Either way, we got 5 assists. So now we're going to go up and get this kill because it's just a snipe. We actually fire a heal orb here because I want to make sure that we get assists. It's more likely that we'll get an assist there than an elimination by throwing a damage orb. So heal them up. Now apply healing to everybody, attack players. Especially the Mercy's flying, who might not have been hit by the damage orb. So, damage orb, bounce around the corner, make sure we got a heal on everybody. See, we get an assist there from the Rhine getting a kill because of that healing. So fire the damage orb, just in case there's a long-range snipe. Genji, can we get to him? I don't think he's going to get a kill, but... Okay, we didn't get an assist there because the Rhine's too far away. So here we actually go for a play over onto the Cassidy, hoping that we could take him out, but there's a lot of healing and we don't have that much damage in the build. We're slowly getting him lower, but no, we have to move back. Heal the Genji, not because he needs healing, just in case he gets a kill. Ideally we want to go and reapply that, but we're currently fighting a Freya. Okay. So get some heals. Damage orb's going to go in on any kills. We want to make sure we attack every target. Like once if we can. Quick heal on some players. We get hit by the high noon. Make sure we secure the elimination there. More healing, more healing. Damage orbs, and yeah, our team kind of cleans up. 12 assists, 9 eliminations. We've got 19.9k cash.
Let's have a look at our MVPs.
Now, Precarious Potency isn't that good in round 1. I don't really like it. We also don't need to build the weapon power on Precarious because we're not really trying to make people survive too much with the healing. We're just trying to get assists. So round 2, this is quick play, so we get another power. It's just quicker for experiments. Multi-ball. In theory, we're firing more orbs at players, and so therefore we'll get more eliminations. Now, we picked up liquid nitrogen over cyber venom because liquid nitrogen has a 3-second debuff on it. Now, I don't know in terms of the how long after damaging or how long after debuffing a target, but a debuff should give us an assist and damage should give us an elimination. So we also get smart orbs because we can't afford extendrils. Now, smart orbs could be both a blessing and a curse here because it should stick around on a player for longer when we're firing these damage orbs, but it might miss out on hitting somebody that's further back from the player that it's sticking onto. So what I mean is if we didn't have smart orbs, maybe we'd fire our multi-ball and it would bounce around the map and just tag players once. Whereas with smart orbs, it may linger on them for a little bit, and that might mean that somebody else doesn't get damage or debuffs, which could mean we get less assist and elimination. So I figured out it's probably better if it just lasts a bit longer. So we'll take smart orbs for now. Also, there is an argument that all of this is a completely terrible idea, because if you buff your team the best you can and you eliminate the enemy players as best you can, you're probably going to get more eliminations and assists, right? So you can, again, this isn't a serious build, it's an experiment, and we're going to see how it works out. And, well, yeah, it's going to get kind of crazy in the later rounds in terms of the numbers, I think. Simply because of the theory behind it. So we're trying to just heal up the Genji, bounce the orbs. Again, not so much optimal for damage, but just optimal for hits. We want to make sure that we're firing them flat on the horizontal plane so they don't bounce upwards too much. They're aimed at the back wall there so it can bounce around. Got healing on pretty much everybody here. And we just need to make sure that we've got damage on them. So we'll have to grasp a few players because multiple's not going to always be up. So there's the Cassidy. We maybe shouldn't have done this because I think we're going to get the assist, but just in case, or the elimination, just in case, we yeah, try and heal the Ashe there as well. Now, I want to bounce forward in case Ryan gets a pick with Fire Strike or something. We're just going to heal him up here because he is one of our big elimination givers. So we do actually want to keep him alive. Any players to heal? There's a Genji. We can't get to him. In comes a charge. We can fade this back. We want to get a heal out over onto some players here. So, oh, we just managed to get behind the wall there. Attack Cassidy just in case somebody gets a kill onto him. Now rotate multi-ball up top because there's multiple targets up there. Make sure that we get the healing over onto every player, but we have to pull back because we've only got 25 health. So now we've got Discord on us. There's a Cassidy pushing us. Actually kind of lose track of him a bit here. But it's okay, he's got loud footsteps. He tries to retreat here, hits us a couple of times. We have to fade just in case. Had 81 health, he might have been able to like do that much damage with a crit. So now we're still back at the choke point. The build's working kind of well in terms of just healing the team up and healing damage to enemy players. You know, we're putting out good numbers. So we just try and heal the Ryan again. This is healing damage. There's no one else really here to try and steal assists or limbs off of. Multi-ball, fire that out. Get heals on the Kiriko in case she gets a kill. In comes a Coalescence again. We're getting Coalescence pretty fast here. Where's targets? Where's the targets? There's one in this room here. We want to make sure we finish him off. Take him down. I didn't quite see on the scoreboard there how many elims we've got. 11 elims, 10 assists. It's not too shabby. So I want to apply that precarious potency to everybody. And eliminations. Okay, Genji. We want to get some heals over onto him. Zen's there. So it's still probably worth firing the multiple damage orbs because just in case somebody sneaks in a limb, we want that, and we're going to be healing players anyway. Again, if we weren't bothered about that, we'd probably go for heal orbs. But with this strategy, it was damage orbs all the way. We did get taken out there by the shatter. It just about hit us around the corner. So going into overtime, enemy team's got a lot of work to do. They haven't yet moved the bot a single meter. Fire an orb up there. It's more vision. So we hear that it's got ticks on players, so we know there's a player up and around there. We want to get healing up onto the Genji, not to save his life, but just in case he gets a kill. I guess saving his life also helps. Now we're in a bit of a bad position. How can we get around to the rest of our team? We can't get anything over onto the Genji. Multi-orb there to just work with that shatter. There's a Zen next to us. Mercy's flying away. We want to secure that elimination. We do get it. Ryan's now pushing. Has he got shatter? I'm not entirely sure, so we just fade through and get to the other side. Make sure that we've got damage and healing on everybody. We bounce that, expecting players to be around there, and fade jump up top just in case we need to steal the elim. So what's that? 16 eliminations, 13 assists. Not bad. Earning quite good money as well, 18k. Not quite as much as the Zen though.
Coming up, the teams are facing off in clash.
Guys, in the downtime, if you're liking this kind of content, the theory crafting of Stadium, we do loads of it on the channel. It'd be awesome if you could like the video and yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. Gotta do the YouTube thing. Hope you understand. Right, what's the next power gonna be? So round 3. Right, we're gonna get extendrils because simply put, more chance of debuffs and damage landing, more assists, more eliminations. So cross orbal's still an option, but chain grasp. It's all good that we're healing players with our regular grasp, right? And that's going to give us 5 seconds of assisting. Multi-ball, going to get eliminations on the enemy, but when multi-ball's down, we need another method to target multiple enemies. So chain grasp is going to work quite well here. Now, what do you do here? Because we do have the option to get, say, Cyber Venom, but cooldown reduction from Iridescent Iris is going to mean more multi-balls, more chain grasps. So adding a bit of cooldown reduction in there might also work with the strategy. If we have Cyber Venom, so Cyber Venom's probably better because your team will get more kills because you're reducing their healing and therefore you'll get more eliminations and assists. But yeah, with the way that we're playing this one, it's like, okay, we just want to make sure that we're targeting with heals and damage as many players as we can, and then we hope that the team can do some work and we just get rich. Kind of capitalism, right? Everyone else do the work, we just take the money. Right, so we try to get the heals over onto the players on the right side, but we've also got to go up and help our Ryan out. So again, we're trying to split our attention between both of them, but Ryan's in a bit of trouble here. We do have that liquid nitrogen, which is going to help. Good pin by the Ryan. Darius Potency doing a bit of work here, but Ryan's also on a healer build. Okay, he's got a lot of healing himself, which kind of helps our strategy. Right, we fade over rather than targeting players. We first of all try and get the heal out on them because it's more likely our team are going to kill them. And yeah, we kind of clean up the enemy team here. Attack the Mercy. Why not? Why not? So yeah, got to make sure that we've got healing on any long-range players. Oh, nice players there. We want to target them. Quick heal on the Ryan. Now there's loads of enemies lined up the bottom there. We actually, I think we got an assist for that. Now Mercy's back over near the spawn. Heal the Ryan up again. Long-range fire. We've got a Fade Axe. We took a massive shot, leaving us with 26 health. So apply all the healing. We've got our Coalescence. Doesn't really apply heal over time, so we probably could have done that a bit better. But we are still getting a little bit of healing. Here comes Ryan. Heal the long distance shooters. Ryan's on our Ryan here with Transcendence. We've got liquid nitrogen to try and help slow them. Ryan goes in for a pin. Should be using that, but we've got a Zen on us with a kick build. Absolutely demolishes us. Look at that. We had a... Well, 9 eliminations, 6 assists this round. So we're in the 30s for both. For like all of the rounds combined. So. Now the Bob. I'm guessing we have to heal the Ash rather than the Bob, but there's a Zen nearby, so we make sure we get a kill there. Now we did heal the Ash, so maybe we also get, if Bob gets any kills here. The Genji didn't do a lot there, so we're just going to try and take down the Freya. We do manage to take her out, but the Ryan boot messes up our fade. Ryan's on the point. We get Suzu'd, but it's not enough. We get taken down. Enemy team got numbers on the point here. Ash with a weird coach gun shot out of spawn. Because now what have we got? We have 4 players kicking around here. Kiriko needs someone to TP back to though, or they're going to get taken out. Actually, they may have the directional one. I didn't really look. Sidestep the fire strike there. Players are going in. We're going to heal up our Genji. We've got to try and support them, but we're trying to steal the elims. As Ryan manages to pin us, but we somehow get out of it. Heal the players up. Good job, Liquid Nitrogen fade around. Missing Phantasm there. That's a Phantasm kind of play. Dodge the pin when he turns around. Just provide Liquid Nitrogen. We get slammed against the wall, but we just about survive. 7 health, 8 health. Ryan gets taken down, but the long range Zen shot takes us out. 38 elims now, 32 assists, 13 for 7 on this round. We are making money and we're winning the game. So we're now on this middle point. There is a Zen around there. If he's got Transcendence, he might be able to stall a little bit. Yeah, no assists in this part. Let's fade there as quick as possible. The question is, do we fire heal orbs here or do we fire damage orbs? I mean, again, because of Liquid Nitrogen, damage orbs is probably going to be the realistic one. Healing up the Ash, trying to assist them there. The Zen is on us as well. Ryan's in a little bit of trouble. There's a Zen behind that we're going to have to target at some point. So we go for them here. It's a bit scary to peek out in front of the Zen, so we fade, try and get the slow on them, but Ryan's nowhere near to get the slows. I mean, to get the swings. There's a high noon, so we have to move slightly to the side. Zen's now targeting us. Flat bounce orbs across the point. Again, missing Phantasm. We would have donked one down next to the Zen. Ryan's doing a good job, though. His healing builds keeping him alive. Cassidy up top. It was a 4-orb throw from us. Want to fade again here? Probably no. Zen used Transcendence, so we get to save our fade for the Ryan, but we've got to try and contest the point. Quick heal over onto the Genji in case he gets an elim if he pushes in, but now Ryan's pinning us. We don't have fade. We just managed to get booped up in the air, but the Genji gets taken down. Mercy's going for the res. Don't think we're going to be able to do too much against that, but we'll just see if we can throw the orbs in. Enemy team over on the point. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do much here. We've got Coalescence. We need to fade through to the point. We don't quite get there in time. 40 elims, 34 assists now. We've made 55k. The highest in the game. Not the highest in that round. Yeah, that's all on Kiriko.
Rev those engines. It's time for a payload race.
Right, well, hey, look. At least we go to a 4th round here. We don't get another power. I might add, if I could get another power here, it would be Cross-Orbal. Because Void Hoppers doesn't really... I don't think Overhealth grants any assists or anything. It's only like healing debuffs. And eliminations is basically damage. So, in terms of items, well, the Zen's healing and, yeah, we want to get Cyber Venom. And then we also get some cooldown reduction. I believe it was multi-tool. So yeah, same logic as the previous round. Nothing new and exciting here. But yeah, I don't feel like for this particular build we need that cross-orbal like right now because yeah, Precarious is getting our healing assisting quite well. So it's all about how can we hit as many enemies as possible. Looking at the Mercy build, because she had loads of assists in that previous round, like absolutely loads. So I was trying to see, maybe we can apply some of the same logic. Like, why is she getting so many assists? I mean, it's damage amp and chain to previous targets. And to be honest, it would be worth it for Mercy players to try and experiment with this kind of build as well. Because you may be able to get very, very rich. And then that can help you in the later rounds. But it is a bit of a gamble. So... damage orbs over onto the Rhine. We've got players ahead. We need to get over there and get involved because Rhine's low health. Damage orb's going to get everybody there, so we're just going to focus on healing. A little bit of chain grasp just to ensure that we get the kills there as we grasp to get the Mercy down. Somebody's being nice and pushing the payload here. Rhine overextended there with Liquid Nitrogen. He stands no chance. Flat bounce orb should get a bounce on the way there. Apply the debuffs and a bounce on the way back if anyone pushes over. There's a Zen above us. Cassidy just 2-shot us. But at least we got a volley of orbs up there. Try and get some assists. You see there, we just went from 7 to 9 limbs. We're on 7 assists as well. So it seems to be working out quite well. The question is, are we really getting more assists and limbs than we would with just a regular Moira build? Not sure. I mean, it feels like it, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, this build has a kind of condition that your team as a whole need to get kills. Because you're not getting any assist points and any elimination points if your team never kills anybody. So you also have to balance that with your level of effectiveness. Use Coalescence here. It'd be nice if we could use the Kitsune Rush there, which we can now. Attack the Mercy just a little bit. We can see if we can get some healing out as well. I think he's just out of range there, or at least the projectile, we can't catch it up with him. We get a few more assists there. Again, these debuffs are huge. Side Venom really missing Phantasm, but a stationary orb probably isn't going to get as many eliminations or assists as the mobile ones that can cross through and hit more players. Phantasm's great for actually putting out the numbers, but you do lose out a little bit on the mobility of the ability. Well, that's a crazy thing to say. Oh, Zen's on the point. We may have to retreat here. Fire the damage orb there. We'd love to get a heal on that Genji in case he gets a kill, but there's a Transcendence anyway. Zen's now getting up and close and personal, realizing that he can kick us out because we haven't got that much survival here. Got quite a bit of overhealth though. So now, yeah, players getting taken down. Our teams looks like we're going to snatch this win. Well, not snatch it. I mean, we destroyed them, let's be honest. But let's have a look at the stats. Oh, any contesters? No. So 59 eliminations, 49 assists. You compare that to everybody else, we got quite a lot more. Our numbers are reasonably good. They're not exceptional. They're kind of balanced actually, which is pretty cool. But we earned a lot of money as well. So that's what I would consider exploiting Stadium. There may be some other heroes that could do that even better. But this was the experiment. I may take it into account with some future builds. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Guys, like and subscribe. See you in the next one. GG's.